the last episode, we presented you the disciplinary and the synthesizing mind. Today, we take a look at the creating mind, the respectful mind, and the ethical mind. The creating mind refers to producing new ideas, problem solving, as well as formulating new theories. Creativity is more quality than a skill. People with a creating mind do not mind taking risks. They enjoy exploring the unknown and are willing to make mistakes, get up and try again. To challenge a creative mind, the focus should not be on transferring existing knowledge, nor on immediate answers or solutions, but rather on exploration, dreaming and cultivating the why question. It requires that students get the freedom and responsibility to do so. Regarding this mind, we spoke to Lisbeth Rijsdijk. She is one of the two directors of the program, Global Project and Change Management at Windesheim Honors College.
The creating mind is actually essential for innovation, for developing solutions for complex questions that we are facing, complex challenges. We call that also wicked challenges, like global warming, refugees, poverty, these kind of challenges that we are facing. Well, design thinking is actually a concept that comes from product development, where you take a couple of steps to develop new innovative products, and we transferred this one together with elements from the U theory from Otto Scharmer into a new model of value creation. It's called the 4E model of value creation, and it consists of 4 steps. And the first step is actually exploration phase, where students together with a network of professionals explore a wicked challenge to find the right questions and different perspectives. The second step is engaging. And in that step, students and the network are assessing the different stakeholders that are necessary to address the challenge. So who should be involved and how to involve those parties. And the third step is elaboration. And the elaboration part, there you go actually from dreaming to action. So you go more specific together with the network into what kind of actions can we take to address this challenge. And the last and final step is evaluation, where you decide together what kind of value are we going to create for whom and how are we going to assess whether we have indeed made this impact.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm a third-year student here at WHC, and I'm doing my value creators within Urban Dynamics. My experience with the creating mind is the following, and that is that in my team, we initially decided to go for a form of a documentary as our end product, but in the end, to challenge our own minds and to approach the same topic from a different creative perspective and a different point of creation, we ended up creating an ebook, which was slightly outside of our comfort zone, but still something that ended up being very successful in showing us new areas of creation that we were previously not familiar with.
My name is Daniel. I'm a third-year student of the Global Project and Change Management program here at the Windesheim Honors College. I've come to experience in this short semester that creating is a very, very complex process. And I think we as a team together also find out that working with a complex network of stakeholders required a lot of diverging thinking in a way that we would have to get out of our way sometimes and find new ways of thinking about things. Maybe as a short example, when we started the project we thought of creating a research report, some sort of plan, and now we end up actually creating a handbook with a dynamic model and a tool that everyone can use everywhere at all times.
There are two minds which are similar but not the same, the respectful mind and the ethical mind. The respectful mind responds sympathetically and constructively to differences of behavior and opinions. A respectful mind can express their opinions with empathy and kindness. It's also about being able to provide feedback in a critical but constructive way. A respectful mind identifies stereotypes and prejudices and knows how to overcome these. It is the basic ingredient for collaborative work in interdisciplinary teams and multicultural backgrounds. The ethical mind is more abstract than the respectful mind. It is more about meaning, our role as a student, future worker and citizen, and how we can serve a greater common good that goes beyond self-interest. It is about your ethical identity in everything you do, in all the roles you play in society. Related to these minds, we spoke to Diane Beaufort. She is the coordinator of the value creator field Civil Society.
The respectful and ethical mind basically deal with how you work within a team, so mostly respectful, and the ethical mind goes beyond. And respectful is how you deal with other people in your sphere, in your world. So it could be your team members, and in this case, we were looking at how you relate with your team members, having a goal related to collaboration generally, but not necessarily. And then the ethical mind is kind of yourself in the world with different situations. And so, for example, when I think of the ethical mind, the student didn't think of it this way, but there was one student who went out to observe, and he was thinking of it, the respectful mind, but he was observing a discussion, a community discussion on a really hot topic related to Zwarte-Piet. And he was there, he asked an observer to just watch how he interacted with people in the discussion. And it wasn't about the ethical, related to this ethical issue, he was more there about was he respectful in how he listened to people. So that's one example. Another, for the ethical mind, we had a student who read the Dalai Lama's book, took notes, and tried to take some of these elements in the book and actually put them into practice in his daily life, and more and feeding into the respectful mind. So how did he deal with his team members? How did he deal with his family members? So he they kind of both, in both cases, they kind of got combined.
Hi, I'm Yadu Rai, and I'm a fourth-year student at WSC, Windesheim Honors College. For the respectful mind, I set up goals for empathic listening, and I applied that during my value creator journey. So I tried to listen to my teammate empathetically, and also to my client, and also to my value creators coordinator when I had meeting with them. For that, I specifically had a goal, which is to be non-violent in communication. So I applied that in my family and also got feedback from them. And I tried to experiment that also in my teamwork, and I also got feedback from my teammate and my client. So at the end of the semester, I had a kind of overview of how I practiced it.
Now you got to know all the 5 minds for the future. Which one is the first one you would want to work on? We thank you for watching.